No, Greg, you don't need a 20% down payment to get into a home. I promise you. Okay, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye. Do I need a 20% down payment to get into a home? No, you don't. You don't have to put down 20% to buy a home. In fact, you can put down way less, and this is probably a question you've asked yourself once or twice, and it's okay. Today, I'm going to show you ways that we can get you into a home with putting down way less than 20%, and we can make it happen a lot quicker for you. So, key factor number one, why do people think 20% is a must? Now, the thought process of why you have to put down 20% comes from one main factor, mostly. Okay, by not putting down 20%, a lender will make you pay PMI. PMI means private mortgage insurance. All this means is that you'll have one more extra cost a month. It doesn't mean that you can't buy a house for less. And in fact, there's plenty of loan options out there that can help you do this. And I'm going to go over those with you. However, there are some benefits of putting down 20%. So first off, you won't pay PMI. That's one less extra cost a month. Two, you have a lower monthly payment since you're borrowing less money. And three, better loan terms, which means a stronger or lower interest rate in most cases. Okay. Key factor number two, there are loan programs out there that makes home ownership more accessible for you. And by more accessible, I mean putting down a lower down payment and getting into the house a lot quicker. A conventional loan, you can put down 3% if you have good credit. With an FHA loan, you can put down 3.5%, and this loan is meant for people who have lower credit scores. With a VA loan, if you're a veteran or if you're in the military, you can be eligible for putting down 0%. And with a USDA loan, if you meet the specific qualifications and if you're buying a home mainly like in a suburban neighborhood, you could qualify for their 0% down payment. So these are just some ways that we can get you into a home with a much less down payment and a lot quicker. So this makes home ownership more accessible. And in fact, most buyers I run into who, don't know this information, they're surprised to learn that they can get into a home with much less than a 20% down payment. So we want this experience to be a win-win for you. So key factor number three, when does it make sense to put down 20%? So again, you don't have to put down 20% to get into a home. In fact, on average, most first-time home buyers only put down 6 to 7% when they buy their first home. But when would it make sense if you were able to put down 20%? Why would you want to do that? Well, it will help you get the lowest monthly payment possible. If you have the funds available to put down 20% without draining your savings, yeah, do it. It makes sense. And if you prefer to avoid paying PMI, or if you plan to stay in the house for the long run, yes, it makes sense to put down 20%. But for many buyers, putting less down because they want to save money for emergencies, a rainy day, home improvements, or whatever, they don't want to drain their account, they won't do it, and they don't have to. And there's many options that allow them to put down way less. So the bottom line is you don't need to put down 20% for a down payment. And there are plenty of options out there that can help you get into a home way sooner than what you think. So please call me, text me, email me, and I'll be happy to explain these options with you and get you into a home. Thank you.